I interviewed him not that long ago, and it was like, Stephen, it was like a runaway train pulling him back and pulling him back because he had so much to say and he wanted to get it all in so fast, and he just so enthusiastic and just absolutely incredible. But he's a very exciting person, so you should read or listen to anything that he says.
All right. I will remember that.
So what do you do for a living?
I'm trying to get into dental school right now. So that's
dental school?
Yeah. I used to work for an event planning and marketing company, and I quit and just started doing full-time school. I just got an actual interview yesterday from Merrill Lynch. They asked if I wanted to do either public relations or some kind of like insurance. So I was like, no thanks, I'm going to stay in school. So,
well, that's really interesting that you've got a degree in cellular biology. What is it? Psychobiology?
Yeah.
And you going to go become a dentist?
Correct.
And isn't that like another 8 years?
No, I'm looking at another 4 years total. I'm doing a master's in biomedical sciences program, which is a complete prep for dental school at Nova, Southeastern in Florida. And you get directly into dental school. Assuming you got a 3.0 GPA at the end of the program, you're guaranteed an interview into their dental school. So I'm pretty excited about that. It seems like a good way in and real good training to get in there.
Yeah, great. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you. But I want to do it, and I'm sure it'll benefit.
So you won Frankie's book, The Midlife Mojo, How to Get Through the Midlife Crisis and Emerge Your True Self.
He doesn't sound like he's in midlife yet, but he will be, and he's definitely going through change. And the book is all about a prescription for change.
So maybe you can ask a question of Frankie about anything that you're going through right now that requires change.
All right, let's throw something out there. I mean, just really getting in the mindset to dedicate yourself to spending the time and effort to go through dental school is something I've been looking at and prepare myself for. The time and effort that I'm spending right now and that I have been in school is menial compared to what I will have to do when I get into this program. It's a pretty competitive program, and if you get B- in anything, you're done. You're out of the program, basically. That's the way it works. So, I'm sort of worried that, if I slip up or anything happens, because, life gets in the way. Shit falls in your lap, pardon my French, but that's just the way it works. So how do I get in the right mindset to really just buckle down and spend those 10 to 15 hours a day just cramming in information? Because I really put in, I'd say, maybe an hour and a half, I'd say, a day of studying.
Okay. Well, first of all, let's understand the difference between a commitment and trying to do something, because that's probably the biggest. That's going to be your biggest tool and support that you can have is to commit to what you're going to do in the next couple of years with yourself. It's like an unbreakable vow. And when you say you're going to try to do something, trying is lying. Trying means that you have a back door out, that you don't have to do it. And I have found, and so have my clients and the people that I speak to about the difference between commitment and trying to do something, is that when you commit to something, you actually do it. And I'm writing a book right now, another book with somebody, and we committed, so it's been going on, and I said, okay, well, I commit to you that I will have this chapter done by the end of the day. And when I do that, the chapter is done by the end of the day because it's a vow, it's a sacred vow that it needs to be done. And so when you commit to your program, that will become a vow for you. It's a contract with yourself that you're going to do this, and you're going to do it for all the right reasons, and because that's what you really, really want. And if you have any doubts about it right now that you can't do this or don't want to do this, then rethink it before you make that commitment.
Yeah, and it's not like a marriage, because you can get divorced.
No, there's no divorce.
It's frustrating. She's like, right, it's really frustrating. It's not fair.
I'm sorry?
There's no arguing that. You're right. I mean,
yeah. Oh, you're still arguing it? Yeah. How can we help you, figure out if you want to do it or not then? What's your con?
The con is my father was an oral surgeon. He contracted That's from one of his patients, and I personally don't know if I would have put my family through what I went through. You know, I don't want to take the time and effort away from my family. I don't want to ever put myself in a situation that's dangerous like that. And, you know, I've seen it happen firsthand.
Well, you know, the dentist industry is known to have the highest suicide rate.
Yeah.
Already taking psychology may help you. Already have been in a family where there was an oral surgeon, knowing the detriment that it had on the siblings and the wife and all of that. Maybe you can find strategies to work differently and smarter and happier and still make a great living and have a great job.
Yeah. There's just
Is
no
that
taking
possible?
back. I'm sure, you know, you just have to get yourself in the right mindset.
Well, I guess the first question is, do you want to be in the right mindset?
Yeah, of course I do. Who wouldn't want to be?
Well, I don't know. You know, that you may think, gee, I want to do this because my family would be really proud of me, and it's a kind of a neat thing to do, and there's a lot of money in it, but there's something stopping you going, you know, it wasn't all roses, and maybe I don't really want to do this. Maybe I'm not doing it for the right reasons. Maybe I really want to do something else.
Can I chime in?
Roses, what is?
Well, you have to tell us. Yeah, go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, so two things. One is